feel more confident with your glasses on. You look good. Oh, I forgot to check and see what date it is.
What? Oh, okay.
Wednesday, June 14th, 2017. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
No, tell me.
No, I just was looking at the wrong time down here. And
Oh, we have to do this in less than 12 minutes and 44 seconds. That's
Hurry
all I
up.
have. Okay. So, what's been going on? A lot of nonsense with the bank, with the mortgage company, having us jump through hoops of fire, naked.
So we went to the IRS yesterday. I almost got shot.
By the guard. She did not like you. No, because you asked a question. And it was a reasonable question.
There was nobody in the office waiting to speak to the one person waiting behind the counter
Who worked there?
who wasn't doing anything. And I went to go in to ask her. You can't just walk in and ask her a question. You just can't walk up to the desk. You have to make an appointment. So she called, and she was on the phone for like 20 minutes. No appointments available.
Uh-huh.
So I told the guard that, and she said, "Well, sir, you're gonna have a seat." And I said, "Wait for what?" "Well, did you make an appointment?" "No, they have no appointments available." "Well, sir, you're just gonna have to take a seat." And wait for what?"
If they're not going to see us without an appointment, why would we be sitting down? It's basically, he's confused. She got mad, and she looked like she was going to want. She looked like she wanted to tackle you to the ground. She was texting feverishly. I'm assuming she's texting somebody downstairs to say, "Hey, it looks like we're going to have a problem upstairs." I said to you, just stay. Don't talk to her anymore. The woman I was talking to on the phone with the IRS was pissed. She said, "There's no reason. It's up to their discretion, but there's no reason that they shouldn't be helping you." And I walked over and found the Bill of Rights. And I read it out loud, how we're supposed to be having prompt and courteous service. Then they took us in.
It was funny, not the.
Go ahead.
But it was funny before when you had just made the call,
Yeah.
and then you said how the person on the phone said it's at their discretion. If there's no one there, go up and ask them if they can help you, and it's their discretion. I'm like, I'm not going up to ask them. They look grumpy, and sure enough.
Well, and not only that, so I'm on the phone and the guard is telling us, the guard told us that we need an appointment. We don't, and you can't be seen without an appointment. So I don't have an appointment. She said, have a seat. I told this to the woman on the phone, and the guard shouted out, "Don't you tell her the guard said that. Don't you tell her the guard said that. Don't you say the guard said that." I said, "But you did say that. That is exactly what you said. Don't you tell her what the guard said." And she goes, "Don't worry, I can hear everything she's saying."
So yeah, that we eventually got helped, and that was kind of funny too. But
Yeah, because I wish I had something here. So we go in, and this is her mouse. This is her, and at her computer. You people, you come in here, and I tell you how to do it, and I tell you need an appointment. And I said, "But I tried to make an appointment, and they don't have any appointments." And then you tell me it doesn't work. Everybody tells me it doesn't work, but they don't want to do what I tell them to do. And Eric's like, "But we try to do."
you all have problems with the system. I'm like, we don't have problems with the system.
You don't come to IRS. You don't come to IRS without an appointment. You don't get into here. I said, "I'm 49 years old. This is my first time. I've lived in several different states. It's the first time I've ever had to come to an office." No, "Who told you to come down here? Who told you?" "My mortgage company." "Why'd they tell you that?" "Because we need these papers right away." And she just kept going off, and Eric was trying to talk nice to her even. And I said, "Honey, just let her say what she has to say. Just let her go off." She finally settled down. I said, "Honey, just ignore her." I was in the Navy. I've had company commanders screaming in my face bigger and badder than her. If I can put up with that, I can put up with her shenanigans. Right? It wasn't pleasant, though. I will never go to IRS again.
They have more fun than Social Security.
They're actually more pleasant there and nicer and marginally. It's really a shame because Ms. Anthony is going to get reported because I've got nothing better to do with my time. And I don't know who she was referring to, but I keep referring to us as you people. Middle-aged people, disabled people, veterans, white people. I don't know. Whatever. We're you people.
And we got a call from Equifax today.
That was funny.
So that had us both kind of stressing because we
Yeah.
had no idea what it was about. And they just wanted to know about, because we don't have credit cards.
Right.
So the only, we put down for our mortgage,
They told us to do alternate lines of credit.
yeah.
We had to tell them everybody that we have bills with and to show that we've made all our payments on time for at least a year, since we don't carry credit cards, because that's really unusual in America to not have a credit card. That's why we don't have debt. But they want you to have some debt to show that you can pay. So this is what they're doing is you give them all your bills, they contact all these companies, so the Equifax gets on the phone with AT&T on a conference call with us. And then AT&T's like, hey, I just want to warn you, you shouldn't really be taking calls, answering these questions. Like, well, we're kind of expecting it, and explained it to her. And they were not nice to each other, but they were nice to us, and we were nice to them. So whatever. But it felt good because the woman at AT&T is like, nah, they pay every month on time. She's like, well, when was their last payment? And she's like, and I was like, it's probably June 5th or 6th. She goes, that's it, June 5th. It was June 5th. And she goes, well, when do they pay? She goes, that day every month. She goes, well, when,
What's their balance?
what's their balance?
Zero.
Have they ever been late? No. When do they pay? That time every month. They pay every month the same time, never late. And we were like, yes. Just like to hear that. It feels good to hear that. You know why it feels so good? I'm just going to say this, and I can't help it, but your ex tried to ruin you financially. And my ex is always crying poor mouth, and he makes, I'm not even going to say how much he makes, but I'm just going to say
Probably makes
3 times what we make together
Yeah.
on Social Security disability. 3 times what we make together. And here we are on Social Security disability. We pay our bills on time every month. I'm not saying it's easy every month. I really screwed up with the grocery shopping this month, and I feel bad.
Well,
about
it would be easy if we didn't have these unexpected
things
pop up.
Yeah. But it's gonna be okay now. And we moving forward, I feel good. I hope your ex is happy now, and I'm sure she'll be happy as soon as she finds out we bought a house. Who cares? And I know my ex is not happy to find out that we're buying a house. It sent him into a rage, and I'm sorry for him for that.
I'm sure she knows because that whole family's nosy. So I'm sure somebody's looking on our Facebook. And
Yeah, looking at us being sexier than ever.
So we're starting a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. We finished our Shrek marathon.
I really, you know what? I've never seen Puss in Boots. Would you consider that part of the Shrek marathon?
I would.
He's a character
yeah.
from there. My favorite. It was my favorite. The second one and the fourth one are my favorites.
Yeah, the fourth one is fun.
Yeah,
I like that.
I liked it a lot too. He was so funny. I can't help it. I just think about the movie. It was just really funny.
And he ate Gingy.
I guess that's not really funny. And we're doing good with our steps still. We went to Howell Plantation again today, and we walked a little over 4 miles. So we started the broccoli challenge with Samsung Health this month. Or I'm recording it on mine, but we're both doing it together. So whatever day it was, we said it is. We haven't missed a single day of walking at least 10,000 steps. Oh no! We only have 3 minutes left. Husha! All right, so we can get this done in less than 30 seconds because then it'd be less than 10 minutes. So anyway.
Plus, we don't really have much else to talk about. So.
No, we're doing well. Eating right, getting some exercise, getting stuff done every day, watching our movies. God, you're so cute. Give me a kiss. I love you.
Love you too.
Now we're gonna have a snack. Watch a movie. Yay! Go Team Share!